What's up, YouTube? Once again, you're in the kitchen with Paul. Today we have a special guest. This is my father-in-law. He came all the way up from Conway, South Carolina. And he's in the kitchen with Paul today. He's hanging out with me. He's going to be hanging out with the family later on. And today in the kitchen, it's Friday. So we decided not to do meat because it's on Friday. So I went to the store. Fish is high. The price of fish is ridiculous right now. But what we did find, we found tilapia for $5.99. So what we're going to do today is we're going to fry up that tilapia in the kitchen with Paul. Stay tuned. Okay, YouTube, we have washed our fish. And what we're going to do now is we're going to cut it up. Tilapia is distinctive the way it looks. It has this small flap here. And what I like to do is I like to cut it down this line right here and make 2 pieces out of it. So I have 9 pieces of fish, but this is what I like to do with them. So you got a nice meaty piece, and then you have a nice smaller piece for people that don't have as big an appetite. Okay, so once I cut this fish up, we're gonna be back. All right, YouTube, as you can see, I have my cast iron pan out. It's been under a low flame for about 10 minutes. What you want to make sure is you want to make sure that your oil is at least at 300 degrees. So right now we're checking the oil. It's almost there. A couple of minutes it's going to be there, and what I like about the cast iron is it's going to hold the heat. See, it's about 269 right now, so it's almost there. Okay, YouTube, what I've done is I've taken some fish fry and put it in a bag, and into the bag I put seasoned salt, I put granulated onion, I put granulated garlic. I put it all in the bag and I mixed it up, and then after you mix it up, you put that into a bowl, a little bit at a time, okay? And as you put the fish inside the bowl, once it's breaded up, it goes right to the oil, okay? I might even just move that oil a little bit closer to this one right here, right? That would make sense. So let's do that. Okay, so we're gonna move that oil. Take this with our pot holder. You have to be careful because this oil is hot. Move it over. Get this tea kettle out the way. And now you have the oil right where you need it. And I didn't get burned because of my trusty pot holder. You gotta love it. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're taking the tilapia, putting it in the breading, and make sure it's completely covered. And then you tap off the excess. That's very important because whatever is excess is going to fall to the bottom of the pan. If it falls to the bottom of the pan, it's going to start to burn up. And that's what you don't want. Old school, they tell you, just take a little bit of that flour. You toss it in there. If it bubbles up, she ready. Once again, very important, lay the fish away from you as you drop it in. Another thing that's very important, make sure that you dry your fish off completely. You don't want the water would cause a popping. So you tap it off, lay it in there. Tap it, lay it in there. Another thing that's important is you want to try and cook pieces of fish that are similar in size. And this is This goes especially with the tilapia because you have a thick part, a thick portion, and you have a thin portion. So you want to cook all the thick portions together. That way, they all pretty much get done around the same time. We'll be back when it's ready. Okay, YouTube. It's been about 6 or 7 minutes. And as you can see now, that fish is starting to float. What I want to do is I want to flip it one time. It makes sure it gets golden brown on both sides. And I'm going to take this out about 2 minutes. Once it's ready to come out, we'll be back. All right, YouTube, we're about to take the fish out. It's the first batch of fish. And as you can see, nice and golden brown. Beautiful texture to it. And of course, you want to set it on a plate with some paper towel on it to drain it. Look at that nice piece right there. You can see the white flake of the fish meat inside there. That's beautiful. As you take these out, I just want to show you something real quickly. If you look inside the bottom of that pan, you see all of that down there? That is the coating that has come off of the fish and is down in the bottom of the pan. Eventually, that's going to start to burn up. Also, what I've done, little trick to keep your fish dry. Let me move these pieces out of the way. Put our batter back over here. Is I've layered my fish inside of paper towels. And as you can see, when you pull a paper towel up, it is taking all of the moisture off of that fish. So it's easy to bread them up. Tap them, make sure that all of that excess is off of there. And put them right back into the pan. So we're going to get the second batch going. And after they're all done, we're going to come back and taste some of this fish. Just a sidebar, while the fish is cooking up, just want to give a shout out to my family. They really hooked me up for Father's Day. Of course, all you Steeler haters out there that didn't like the apron that my sister had custom made for me, you don't have to see it all the time. Of course, I'm the big chef. Not as big as I used to be, but I'm still a big guy. But that's all right. Got the big chef apron. Shout out to my sister for the chef hat. I don't know if you can see it. Hey, okay. Shout out to Christian for getting the apron for me. My family really hooks me up. I appreciate it. Looks like the fish is almost ready to get flipped over so it can get a golden brown on both sides. Let's get back to the kitchen. Okay, I want to show you something. As this fish is cooking up, that's about ready to come out of that oil. But I want you to listen. That fish is barely making a sound right now. It's like a low-pitched hiss. That's how you know that the fish is done. That's how you know it's ready. Besides that, and the golden brown color, you know it's time for that fish to come up out of there. So let's take some of that fish out of there. Look at that. That's a good looking piece of fish right there. Put it on that paper towel. Let them drain off a little bit. Let that oil drip off of them. All right, YouTube, this is Christian. This is the beautiful, lovely lady that got me my Big Chef apron. I have another apron from her that says Grill Master, but we're going to go outside with that one. But she wants to be a taste tester. I told her she had to be on camera. So we got a couple of pieces right there.
Oh, look. And tell me twice. Crunchy and flavorful. Very good. Very, very good. Yes.
So that's our first taste tester. We got a few more. We got my son outside with his grandfather. My special guest from South Carolina. We're gonna bring them a couple of pieces out there and see how they feel about the fried tilapia. We'll be back. All right, YouTube. We already know what I'm gonna say about the fish, but I have some guests in the house or at the house. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some fish out to them and see how they like it. Here we go. All right, what we got out here is we got some young men out here doing what men do, taking care of a car. This is my my father-in-law's car. Just before he gets back on the road, going down to South Carolina, we bought some fish out here. Of course, we got my son, my oldest son out here, Al. He doing what he do with them cars. You know, he turned them wrenches. But we got some fish out here for them to try. Think about that right there.
Give it a thumbs up. Definitely thumbs up.
Dad, you want to try a piece? We got some napkins here for you if you need them.
Hit the spot.
I didn't get a full body of that one. Did you do that one again, Dad?
Hit the spot. That's the old man dance.
Yes, sirree.
You pulled the captain?
Yes, I did.
This is what we do in the kitchen with Paul.
See your work, doggy. You done made a whole.
Of course, you know I got to taste a piece. Just get a little piece. The breading on the fish, seasoned to perfection. The texture of the fish, a tilapia is a meaty fish, and that's why I like it. There's a lot of controversy about tilapia, whether it's good for you, whether it's not. Anything that you eat, as long as you eat it in moderation, you're good to go. I haven't had tilapia for at least 6 months. But this is fire right here. This right here is fire. You've been in the kitchen with Paul. If you enjoy being in the kitchen with Paul, what I need you to do is you need to hit that subscribe button down there. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. If you want to try this recipe, please let me know how it turns out in the comments section. What kind of fish do you like to fry up? I know whiting is always the #1 answer, but I want to see in the comments, what kind of fish do you like to fry up? Maybe on a Friday, it'll be in the kitchen with Paul. You never know. Always keep God first in your life, people. That's #1. #2, love your family. And of course, love yourself. I'm Paul. Peace, y'all.